When I say something is game-changing, I really do mean it. Redefining how we play the game, what we're doing, and where is very important to what makes Deepwoken features, vital to the community. We gotta have a place of interest, somewhere that players want to go because of the benefits, and a place where people fight over loot, just like Orsfall. What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today we're gonna be talking about the new place to be right now for all things Deepwoken. Back in the day, very early Deepwoken, this location was popping for basically every single reason, because we got loot, we got luck, we got bell progress. It was the peak of Deepwoken population. That place was Monkey's Paw Island, and today it's the best spot for Deepwoken loot and any fighting needs. There's a few strats to almost insta-kill Primadon, the island's special boss, and avoid his rage mode nonsense, but I'll get into that in a minute. So, what happened to Primadon, and why are people farming and ganking there once again? Well, it's pretty simple. Earlier last week, a huge game-changing update improved the majority of Primadon's loot pool, removing the trash items that nobody was using at the endgame and replacing it with high-tier loot that was so rare to farm for. Gear pieces exclusive to layer 2 farming or spamming merchant ships became common drops from Primadon, and it's so much better than it was before. Taking the time to farm for god roll equipment, basically the best possible stats on an item, took ages, and some people even said it wasn't worth playing because they knew they had to farm for this type of loot. Seriously, yes, the loot pool adjustments brought back so many players back into the PvE Primadon farming scene, and it also inspired gankers to change up their strats and location. If you weren't playing back in the day, Primadon ganking was the place to be. Like, everybody was there, it was fighting on site in every single server, and it was pure chaos. Of course, with the improvement of loot and high population at Monkey's Paw, the player base is gonna fight over loot, and that's exactly what we want to see. So it should be more exciting for PvE players farming Primadon much more, and gankers being able to scoop up that loot if they're strategic. Now, what happens if you don't know how to farm Primadon, and does your build really matter? To be honest, with a spawning cooldown of 3 minutes, how fast you kill Primadon doesn't really matter, but this should make it easier and less annoying as possible. First thing you want to do is pick up a Shattered Katana with the Providence Thorns enchant. So trust me, it's very effective and the best way to avoid laggy mistakes against the monkey. In PvE, a single parry with this enchant will deal % damage against monsters, and this adds up very quickly against bosses or mobs with huge health pools. The second item that can help us if we're using the Shattered Katana is the Poser's Ring. And what am I talking about? Essentially a meme item, the Poser's Ring deals absolutely 0 damage to monsters and players alike until you sheath your sword, releasing all your damage at once and dealing massive damage to those that you hit. We're gonna do this to Primadon and avoid his rage state entirely. All you gotta do is keep on swinging and parrying Primadon with the occasional mantra, and this will eventually add up against the boss with the Thorns enchant and bring him to low HP. Then we release our Shattered Katana damage. In his rage state, Primadon will deal more damage, swing faster, and most importantly, posture damage is amplified, and I've died so many times to this rage during a lag spike, it wasn't even funny, and I don't even take that risk anymore. Using the Shattered Katana tech, all you gotta do is boom, sheath during his rage state, and he instantly dies, or near instantly dies. Sometimes it won't actually one-shot kill him, and you'll have to finish him off with other moves, but that's entirely build dependent. To optimize your speedrunning time, you might need PvE gears, Chains of Perfection, and even Flame Within if you want to delete Primadon in record time, but I didn't even need to do that. Just to show off how easy this is, as an example, I used a build that anybody can make with simply Providence Thorns and the Poser's Ring, so try it out and do the best that you can. These small changes have done so much for the game and its community, it's actually pretty insane. That's all for right now, but seriously, this saved me a ton of hassle farming for top tier god roll loot, and it's worth checking out. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one. Thanks again, it's punchin' time.